What?
Behind you! Look!
Oh!
The artist really started with a paragraph that made sense, which is weird because I closed my mind when I signed up to read this LOL. Apparently, we are in 2036 and there is zombie apocalypse.
Girl, shut the fuck up. You thought you ate that?
Jokes aside, we see military control over country A and all the military men lined up, except the artist copy-pasted one military man she drew until some are on the sky. The artist really had fun copy-pasting this specific man, LOL. I kid you not when I say this, but every panel I'm going to show is not a repetition of the previous panels I showed. Like the artist was really the one recycling the panels. Anyways, we see the military men just having a casual conversation and one of them is clearly closeted gay. At first I thought he was the male lead because he had the longest line LOL, but turns out he is not. The funniest part about this is that not only does the art suck, but the English translation is corny as hell. I don't know if the original words were just as shitty. This is my favourite panel, because where else will I find military men standing hip to hip and laughing yaoi? That is how chapter 1 ends. In chapter 2, we see the military men executing their mission, which means getting rid of the zombies and saving civilians who are not yet infected. And that's when we see our handsome male lead, who is apparently the captain of the squad with blue eyes and black hair, not to mention big with broad shoulders. Ooh! He then notices something moving in a trash bucket full of water, so he gets close. At first, he thinks it's a zombie, so he gets ready to shh the F out of whatever was making the movement. And there we see our paper white main character. I'm crying. You guys don't get it. I don't know how this idea came about, but is it okay if a human hides in a bucket full of water? I don't know, man, but I think he couldn't be able to breathe or something, LOL. Anyways, body so T, body so cunty. Body was bodying. Let's not even talk about the yaoi anatomy here, because my boy was giving. I'm being sarcastic. He gets asked if he was a survivor. He says yes, and then our captain falls in love, apparently. If you were curious about where his pants are, don't worry. The captain is also curious about it too. Anyways, he explains why he doesn't have pants, and it was because he was taking a shower when the zombies attacked. At the same time, the captain is eyeing him up and down. Our guy knows. He might seem fragile, but he is also cunning. So he tries to take advantage of the situation, LOL. So he asks to follow the military guy. How, you might ask? He holds the hem of his clothes, yes, so he sticks to him until he takes him to their base. This is when the iconic panels happen, LOL. If you've seen the feet on face pic on random comments on TikTok, this is how it happened. I'm crying. He randomly put his feet on his face, and when asked, he was like, "Oops, sorry lol." The reason he put his foot on his face was because the twink apparently hurt his leg, and so he was like, "Can you check it for me?" I can't see it. So the military man innocently checked his foot for him, and then boom. So the military man carries him because our twink can't move. This panel is the best. Because what do you mean his one hand can cover the diameter of his hips? Wow. By the way, I forgot to mention the military guy. Blushes when the twink put his foot on his face. Blushing aside, he takes him to the base where all the other squad members are, and of course he gets him short, tight pants. I don't know where he got it from, honestly. At their base, we see them teasing him so they can give him food, which is not that funny, but the twink acts cute, and apparently he makes them blush when he acts all cutesy, so he takes advantage of that, LOL. This character was supposed to be straight, by the way. If you remember in the first chapter, he is talking about women. The stink also realizes that, so he is like, oh, so my cute act works on straight guys too? Anyways, our captain, the one who brought him to the base, gets jealous of the interaction, and then he was like,
"Babe, can you get here? I got the biggest portion of the food."
I think they're talking about something else. Then he goes and acts like he didn't just got 2 breads from the other members, and he begs the captain again instead of saying, "Nah, I'm okay." This part was so uncomfortable. LOL, imagine being the center of all this big men. Anyways, I don't know what happens after this. At this point, I was really invested in this comic, but then the update had to be cut short until this chapter. To be honest, I enjoyed reading this because I was having the time of my life, edge bowling and all after every panel. I feel like for a manhwa to impress me, it has to be the best or to be the worst. I'm very disappointed that I didn't see the part that made me read this whole thing. I kept seeing this cosplays about the twink eating dragon fruits, and I didn't see it in the comic. Anyways, it feels like the artist was just having fun with this. The original is in Vietnamese, I think, and the name is Doomsday Protector in English. Read it on your own to get the whole experience with that. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Bye.